Now, PMLN candidate Shehbaz Sharif is making a return for the second time as the Prime Minister of Pakistan. This announcement comes after a month of long wait and tumultuous polls. Pakistan went to polls on February 8th. The polls were marred by violence, internet shutdown and arrests. Sharif was in power until August. Later, Parliament was dissolved ahead of the general elections. Now, in his maiden speech after the elections, he appealed to his country's parliament to pass a resolution on the quote-unquote freedom of Kashmiris and Palestinians. Now, he said, and I quote, this is exactly, in fact, what he said. He said, and I quote, let's all come together and the National Assembly should pass a resolution for the freedom of Kashmiris and Palestinians. So, of course, he was there. You can see what Shehbaz Sharif has had to say in his maiden statement. In fact, to give us his perspectives, joining us at this point of time is Wing Commander Praful Bakshi, defense expert. Good morning, sir, and thank you so much for speaking to us on NewsX. Sir, I'm going to again, in fact, read out what Shehbaz Sharif had to say. He's saying that the parliament needs to pass a resolution on the quote-unquote freedom of Kashmiris and Palestinians. Now, I just want to understand what Mr. Sharif was thinking when he chose to equate Kashmir to Palestine. I mean, what was the thought process behind it? Well, of course, viewers, there's some internet connectivity issue over there. But of course, a statement that's been made by Shehbaz Sharif, it's a very strange one in my opinion. I have to put that out there. He's in fact said that the country's parliament should pass a resolution on Kashmir, the freedom of Kashmiris and Palestinians. Now, my question is, what was this man thinking when he chose to make these statements? And in fact, I mean, again, as I was saying, PMLN candidate Shehbaz Sharif is making a return. Of course, he's making a return for the second time as the Prime Minister of Pakistan. Now, this announcement comes after, of course, a month-long wait and tumultuous polls. Viewers, we know exactly what took place in Pakistan during the election season. There was violence, there was internet shutdown, ballot boxes were vandalized, there were arrests that took place. There was so much happening in Pakistan during the election time. And now, of course, there's some clarity as far as Pakistan is concerned. We know that Shehbaz Sharif is now going to become the Prime Minister. He is supposed to take oath today. But, he's made these statements in his maiden speech. He's made an appeal to his country's parliament to pass a resolution on the freedom of Kashmiris and Palestinians. Now, one really has to then think about what exactly this man was thinking when he chose to equate Kashmiris to Palestinians. One really needs to think about it. I mean, it's a very, one has to really think about it. And in fact, I think Shehbaz Sharif should also think about what he has said. In fact, to give us more on this, Mr. Sanjeev Srivastava, international affairs expert, joins us on the broadcast. Good morning, sir. Thank you so much for speaking to us on NewsX. Again, I don't even know what to say. I'm going to ask you the same question to which I have been wanting an answer since I read this. He's equating Kashmir to Palestine. I don't know what he was thinking, but what do you make of these statements coming in?
Well, Sauri, first of all, a very good morning to you. Good morning to all the viewers. This has been the regular practice of the Pakistani politicians to rake up this internal issue of India, that is a Kashmir issue, in their domestic political circles, so that they can use the anti-India plan to divert the attention of the people of Pakistan from real problems which they are severely facing. whether it is economic problems or the security-related issues or the various other kind of sufferings the people of Pakistan have gone on because of a lot of misgovernance and corruption. So I think whenever the Pakistani leadership takes over the power, they rake up this issue of Kashmir only to as a diversionary tactics, and they try to save their skins by using this kind of issue. Obviously, Kashmir is an internal issue of India. It's an entire issue, Jammu and Kashmir, including the Pakistan-occupied Kashmir and Gilgit-Baltistan, is part of India, which has been under illegal occupation of Pakistan. So I think these kind of issues which the Pakistani politicians raise, they try to divert the people's attention, as I said. But at this point of time, when Shehbaz Sharif has become the Prime Minister of Pakistan for the second time, he has taken over on the seat of thorns. It is not the kind of a bed of roses he is enjoying. Pakistan is facing all sorts of problems, severe economic problem. Every year they have to go to the International Monetary Fund and other, their so-called friends for the support, economic support. Also, the kind of terrorist attacks are taking place. Tehreek-e-Taliban Pakistan and other terrorist organizations, the kind of attacks they are carrying out, it is security-wise making their position entirely vulnerable. And Tehreek-e-Taliban Pakistan and other terrorist organizations, they have now become very ambitious. They want to rule Pakistan. They want to Talibanize Pakistan. They want to impose Sharia law in Pakistan. So I think these kind of radical and terrorist elements are posing enormous, big threat to Pakistani establishment itself, and that is another big challenge which Shehbaz Sharif will have to face. But and many other such challenges like rising unemployment figures and the kind of high inflation rate in Pakistan that has been a consistent feature. So I think this is not the this is a very pathetic situation Pakistan is in.
Right.
But the ultimate ruler of this entire, Pakistan is the Pakistani army and ISI that we have to not forget. And they are the one who are really running the entire show. And they have again selected, Shehbaz Sharif as the next Prime Minister of Pakistan.
Right, so absolutely stay on with us. In fact, joining us at this point of time is Wing Commander Praful Bakshi, defense expert. Good morning, sir, and thank you so much for speaking to us on NewsX. Now, again, I'm going to ask this question again because maybe I'm not able to make sense out of it. I don't understand what Shehbaz Sharif means when he says, when he in fact equates Kashmiris to Palestinians. It is beyond my understanding. Okay, and but before I garner your opinions on this, I have to put this out there. Kashmir is, was and always will remain a part of India. When are they going to understand that?
Thank you very much, Adhavari. You have hit the nail on the head. But let me tell you one thing. Pakistan always has understood and what we are saying. But Pakistan has to, the Pakistan leadership has to also run its business. And its business can only run if Pakistan army is happy with them. And Pakistan army will only be happy when the Pakistan army's identity is solidified, and it will be solidified if Kashmir issue is raised. Because otherwise, a common man in Pakistan will say that if Kashmir issue is gone, India is no more a problem. Why are you in the saddle? That is what's the reason. So they always play up the tune to army, whether it was Nawaz Sharif, whether it is Shehbaz Sharif, whether it was the former Prime Minister. Everybody has to play up to the army. And that is what the whole thing is. So what they are saying is that to garner the help of the Islamic nations, ISIS, everybody, they have equated the Kashmir to Palestine issue. So they say, listen, we are going to fight the similar thing for the revival of Islam, for the protection of Muslims all over the world, and we are, in our part of the world is Kashmir. We are going to do that. That is what they are trying to bring out to the entire world. That is why they raked up the Palestine issue, because Palestine issue is already in front of the world, and Hamas and Palestine, all these people are being attacked by non-Muslims like Israel. So he is very, very sure that he will not only get the support of army, he will not only get the support of all the Islamist leaders, the mullahs, but also other Islamic nations who don't want to speak up openly, but they want to give underhand help to these movements. And that is what the game Shehbaz Sharif is playing. And Shehbaz Sharif knows that if army is happy with them, nobody can touch him. And that is what army is also very happy. Why army is happy? Because if Shehbaz Sharif plays his game well, his law and order situation will help him to please the Chinese, who are very raked up by the Baloch people. And so together they will control the uprising out there. The Chinese money will keep coming. And that is what they are at the moment trying to do. So they are strengthening. So China is hand is going to be strengthened in Gadar Port, Abantota, all these places. They will be very happy to put their energy, help with Pakistan Army. Pakistan Army will make them safe. So Shehbaz Sharif's game is absolutely clear-cut. And let me tell you one thing. I personally feel that anybody in his place will play the same game, because otherwise there is no chance of survival for Shehbaz Sharif.
Right, so absolutely. With that, I'd like to thank you for joining us on the broadcast and sharing your perspectives with our viewers.
For more such videos, subscribe to the NewsX YouTube channel, hit the bell icon.